Alright, so I found this channel called Trill Maher, obviously a play on Bill Maher, and this guy recently put out a documentary type of situation, a short documentary, about the great Natalie Cuomo. If you don't know who she is, good on you. But this is titled Natalie Cuomo is the Female Brendan Schaub. Let's hear.
From the founding fathers to Zoomers on TikTok and college campuses, debate has always been a national pastime, equal only to baseball, fast food, and GoFundMe healthcare. Civilized discourse, it's what makes this country so great, or so I'm told.
I live like a capitalist every single day.
You're going to take a seat over here?
Oh my God.
It's the cornerstone of democracy, intellectual growth, and possibly intellectual decline.
With the COVID, with dealing with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
So in the spirit of debate, I'd like to present a bold hypothesis, one that may offend some, intrigue.
Alright, so as you guys can tell from the beginning here, this guy's putting in a lot of effort. Alright, he's going out of his way for sure. And he talks about it throughout this little documentary here. He talks about putting together Excel sheets and figuring out how many jokes she actually tells in her special. And honestly, aside from this video, I think pretty much everybody's forgotten about Natalie Cuomo.
Intrigue others and hopefully contribute meaningfully to the ongoing discourse of contemporary stand-up comedy. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to attempt to support this claim through a series of qualitative observations, empirical data points, and entirely subjective opinions presented as fact. So please, before rushing to the comments section to cite your own peer-reviewed resources...
Yeah, before rushing to the comments, folks. Before rushing to the comments, why don't you, take this with a grain of salt, alright? Take it with a grain of salt, because I'm telling you right now, Whitney Cummings is the female Brendan Schaub. Jeff Dye is the gay Brendan Schaub. Like, what are we doing?
Just hear me out. Natalie Cuomo is the female Brendan Schaub.
What's up, Dallas?
I do want to have a kid. I do. It's just I can't even sit through dinner with a butt plug in. I will tell you one thing, you're not naming my butt plug.
Okay, gross. Already gross. And that's sort of the theme of this. I watched this earlier. I figure why not react to it. But, yeah, I know it's not going to get any views. That's the difference. He already got all the views one could get talking about Natalie Cuomo. But again, she is very much the atypical female comedian. Let's talk about my period, let's talk about all the guys I fucked, let's talk about sucking dick, and then let's sort of make fun of people in crowd work form. Or attempt to, right? It's the four things that they all have to talk about, and it's never once been done well.
I do think my dog learned how to chew a bone from watching me suck. Like, is that where I put my butt plug?
And that's the clip right there that everybody is probably gonna reference when they think of Natalie Cuomo. It is when she freaked out on a dude in the crowd, okay? Some dude said some shit back to her, was funnier than her, and she got in her feelings, okay? That's the last I heard of her. I didn't watch this special. I knew of her because of Louis J. Gomez and the relationship with her. Outside of that, couldn't care less. I knew she wasn't worth a damn from the second she popped out, okay?
Now, when I say Natalie Cuomo is the female Brendan Schaub, I don't mean that as an insult. Or perhaps I do, but purely in an academic sense. What I really mean is that both comedians have constructed performative identities that rely heavily on confidence, image, and self-branding, often at the expense of what researchers in the field might refer to as joke density.
First one, real tattoo I got was a football with a crown on it because I won freshman of the year, my first year in college.
When did your tattoo journey begin?
I started giving them to myself when I was 16.
Now I've run the
That's so cool. That's so cool. I tattoo myself as well, but I don't go around bragging about my tattoos. Like, ooh, look at me, I'm a tattoo guy. Hey, it's not a personality type.
numbers on her stand-up special, analyzing over 100 individual jokes, and the results are enlightening. Let's take a look.
I feel like you can tell a lot about a relationship by the proposal, right? Like, I should have known it wasn't gonna work out with my ex by the way he proposed. He did propose to me in the middle of crazy sex, okay? We were in my mom's basement. I was tied to a massage table, and the safe word was yes.
Much like the gringo Poppy, Natalie bet on herself, produced her own special, and released it directly to YouTube. Natalie Cuomo, Shut Up, You Loved It, full special. Right out the gate, I'm noticing.
Yeah, but nobody did though, right? Nobody loved it. My second observation here, aside from her bullshit jokes, is how many tattoos could she have possibly started giving herself at 16 if she's got this much open space? Okay? You've seen her legs as well. They're not covered. So how many tattoos were you possibly fucking doing? And somebody said in the comments, because she eventually tries to mock some adult skateboarder, making fun of a guy who's an adult that skateboarded and broke his arm, but yet you can see right here on her right arm, she's got a fucking Pikachu tattoo. Huh? Huh? What are we doing? But I guess for me it's like, why do all these guys happen to sound the same? You know? Why does this guy sound exactly like Beige Frequency? Makes me wonder, right? Makes me wonder. There's several guys that have this exact voice.
Noticing the new liberal use of the word special. Once upon a time, a comedy special meant you'd earned the trust of a major network, survived focus groups, or at least torture-tested material on the road, and at least one executive had to have pretended to laugh at your jokes. But now the word special has been fully democratized. It doesn't mean your comedy is exceptional, it just means your upload button worked, and the barrier to entry is no longer talent or timing, it's broadband speed. Don't get me wrong, I respect the DIY spirit, but if you make a video, no network wants to buy it, so you upload it to YouTube yourself, that's not a special. That's a PowerPoint with a laugh track.
Absolutely. And he does bring up a good point with that. There's a lot of these specials that are being put on YouTube, and some of them are great. Some of them you're like, this doesn't make any sense why a network wasn't interested. But I think there's a lot more that's like, hey, no wonder a Netflix, a Hulu, an HBO wasn't interested. It makes sense. I mean, you win some and you lose some, and they're betting on these comedians doing well when they do give them these deals, and they're betting on themselves, I guess, when they put out a special, spending their own money filming it just to drop it on their YouTube channel for 10,000 views. Sometimes it pays off, right? Ali Sadiq, he's huge now because of all the stuff he's put on YouTube. That, I think his name's Josh Richardson or whatever. He's another big guy. Just because of YouTube. I think Matt Rife as well. It's like eventually you're hoping though, let's turn the wheel a little bit and head towards the network if we can. I would assume that's the goal.
Trust me, I know. And it's shocking no streaming service picked this up, considering its nearly 50% like to dislike ratio and jokes so bad a person in the audience actually walks out mid-show. Even Quibi took a pass, which is disappointing knowing that it would have cut this down to less than 10 minutes. When I say Natalie Cuomo is the female Brendan Schaub, I don't mean they're identical as comics. I don't even mean they're on the same level of quality or the barrier of entry to stand-up was similar. I mean they both represent the same new breed of comedian, one that mistakes branding for identity and confidence for craft. Essentially, Natalie just isn't funny. She's the type of person that thinks sex and tattoos are a personality. Like Dave Navarro with a vagina, except...
I mean, that is a perfect explanation, analysis. She thinks that is a personality. It's no different than people that go to the gym all the time think that that's a personality. It's like, hey man, what are you training for? Huh? You about to be in the Olympics, guy? You're 39. Relax. It's like, don't make that part of your personality, okay? It can be a part of your character, fine. Yeah, I go to the gym. It's one of the things I do. I'm a little bit healthy, fine. But if everybody you hang out with, the other person that's like, hey man, why don't we hit the gym? You're like, what? Hey, why don't we do a 2-mile run, huh? Go hang out with yourself, okay? Same thing with the tattoo culture. Like, oh, I'm tatted. It's like, bitch, you have 4 tattoos. Don't call yourself tatted. Not even close.
Except with no talent, and let's be honest, less sex appeal. Yeah, he's a beautiful man. Both Brendan and Natalie built their acts around image rather than insight. Schaub's persona, that of a hypermasculine ex-fighter turned podcaster, delivering punchlines with the same precision he once delivered punches in the octagon. While Cuomo is a hypersexual tattooed hot girl confessional.
You have no idea how much head I gave my ex.
Different aesthetics, same concept, an unwavering confidence that the audience...
Why do they think we care? And why do they think we care so much that they believe it's somehow going to be funny? That's not going to be funny. We don't give a fuck if you sucked a bunch of dick. That's not funny. What's funny about that? Okay, unless you're really bad at it or something, or you think like sucking your dick means like, you know, you took it up the ass. I don't know. It's pathetic. Pathetic attempt at trying to be funny. It's like, oh, I'm a hot girl, so guys will want to hear me talk about this. It's like, yeah, some fucking retards. Yeah, sure. Not people that are really fans of comedy. Okay? There's a lot of simps in these worlds. There's a lot of simps in this world that would love to pay you for pictures of your feet. Do that instead. Don't try to convince the world that you're funny. That's so much harder. But guys, go check out this full video. Subscribe to Trill Mar. Alright? And do the same here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.